How's it going, everyone? WallysOG here, and today I'm bringing you another touring car episode at Knockhill. I am in the Audi in this one. I think it's the RS4, I want to say. Don't quote me on that one. I'm really bad at this. You're gonna be distracted by this fool the entire time. You already know who I'm talking about. This black Audi in front of me that just like disappears, reappears, disappears, reappears, disappears, reappears, disappears, reappears. I don't know. This guy is just absolutely unreal on the connection, obviously over here. And just like my other video, if you watched it, that guy that ruins everything, if that's what I decided to title it. Either way, the Miata race at Summit Point were absolutely destroyed. This was not as great, for the obvious reason. So there was already us getting knocked back from the pack right there. So there was incident number 1. Incident number 2, I'm just going to spoil it right now. I just forgot to brake. You're going to see that one coming up in a little while. This race is probably going to be one of those raw footage ones for the remainder of it at some point. But I just wanted to basically kind of talk about how I'm feeling in iRacing right now with the equipment that I have, because it's been about a month, realistically, since I've had the CSL direct drive and whatnot, and I've had the decision to basically switch over to PC from console. I was originally, when I was getting a direct drive wheel, I was originally hoping not for someone to be blocking me like that, as in the Civic in front of me, but I was kind of hoping to get a... God, every time we see the guy lacking in and out, I just can't get over it. Oh, man. Anyway, God, I don't even remember what I was saying anymore. What was I saying? I can't even remember. I do this like every video now. It's actually insane. After I had everything, I'm not gonna lie, I was really hoping that the direct drive wheel I got was gonna be compatible with the PlayStation, but I did not read, or for some reason I was under the assumption that this one would work with the PlayStation, but it didn't. I do have a drive hub from Collective Minds, which supposedly makes it work, which I did get it to work, but in a pretty terrible way. I have to rotate the wheel like 6 times in order for it to rotate once in the game, so I gotta figure out that setting, but then again, I've only actually hooked it up once, but either way. The Switch has been pretty great. I'm not a fan of cockpit view, and I know for a lot of realists and elitists out there, for the obvious reason that cockpit view is kind of the only way. But I'm getting used to it, and there's a few videos, obviously, that I have up where I've done in VR. You can't actually spectate them in VR or like watch them in VR, but you can see from my perspective at least. I also haven't done any VR streams or anything like that, but I think I might be capable of it with my current machine. I don't really want to push it, because recording in VR is already kind of a stretch, and I don't know a whole lot of settings or anything like that, so it's a little scary to dip into something like that, but yeah. It's not too far off, I guess. My computer can handle it, so that's a start. It wasn't able to, you know, a few years back, so it's pretty great. There's another kind of ironic thing, or no, it's not really ironic, but it's kind of funny that the person ahead of me is in like 3 previous videos actually of mine as being like a troublemaker, and I just didn't really realize it until I was like in post like a week ago when I saw this, and I was like, oh wait, and then I went back and I saw. But yeah, it's been pretty insane, actually, swapping over to PC from everything. It's pretty fun. I need to figure out like more sims and whatnot that I can actually use my rig for. especially for like content and whatnot. I do have a set of Corsa. I have Competizione as well for that. I have a few rally games and whatnot, but the wheel that I have is a GT3 McLaren wheel, so it's not exactly one that you can just, you know, spin in a rally stage. You can't chuck it, or yeah, you can't drift in it or anything like that. I mean, you can obviously, but it's a little more difficult. Pardon the yawn. But yeah, it's not exactly multi-game friendly, the setup that I currently have. If I had a circular wheel, it'd be a little bit different, but right now I have basically a mocked Formula 1 wheel in a way. But yeah, it's been pretty entertaining, and it's really teaching me a lot of different things, actually. Consistency is one of the biggest ones, which I think you'll see in this race, because I think this is my most consistent race around Knockhill. Out of... oh boy, I did a lot. I did a few on stream. Oh, here's the second incident, actually. I just spun out. Yeah, I just sucked at this turn. But thankfully the guys behind weren't really on the lead lap, so it was okay to let those two go by, and then I had ninth behind me, and I think I messed up at some point, and I lose ninth at some point, but realistically, it's fine. I'm really going for safety rating and whatnot in these earlier videos, unless I do something else like a last to first challenge, which realistically, a lot of the times that I'm recording, sometimes I just don't really feel like qualifying. Feel like qualifying is actually the wrong term there. Sometimes I just don't do qualifying because I want to practice being in a pack or being behind someone. It's not that I win all the time or anything like that. It's just I know from qualifying and whatnot that I'm somewhat comfortable in open air. So I want to be in positions like this more, where I'm behind someone or anything like that. But yeah, I think that's actually going to be it for this video, and I'll leave the rest to some raw footage. Most people, if you've made it this far, probably click off at this point, and that's fine. But if you decide to stay longer than that, then thank you so much. Appreciate it. And to everyone, have a good night, good evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Car stops on the right. Go right. You got a slow car on the right. Left side, clear on the left. White flag. Car stopped on the right.